Yeah, 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 yeah. These boys and girls, what you learn as I do my thing. Yeah, yeah. These boys and girls.
Welcome to the Double Dose interview where you and I will both be getting filled up with knowledge. And today we have Renata, and you guys will know her as Bella, the owner of Flourish Kollection. How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, good. So we need to know a little bit about you. Like, what got you into one of the style people? Like, what's going on?
Well, from as far as I know, I've been into fashion because my mom was. Like, growing up, she put me in different type of outfits. I didn't understand it, but now I totally understand it. Because we will always be in the malls. Always, I'll be, running through the clothes. Until one day I'm like, hey, let me put this together. So now I just like styling, which led me to the Flourish Kollection.
Okay, so when you say you like to put the pieces together, like, you would just look at something on a rack and be like, oh, this probably could go with this, or it would be like an outfit. Like, okay, I see how they put it together. Like,
yes, or I kind of critique it because I'm a Virgo and we're always in our head.
Always.
So
oh my god.
I'll be like, oh, well, why did they put that with that, or why would they put this with this, or this should have went this way. But yeah, so I wanted to get my own clothing line so I can do it my own way.
I know that's right. So how long have you been doing this?
It will be 4 years.
Congratulations. That is really good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so tell me the process of how you got into owning your own line.
Okay, so it started with, I don't know if you're familiar with like Poshmark and Mercari and things of that such. I've been doing that for a long time.
Really? Okay.
Yes. So I'm like, okay, I'm selling other people's clothing. Let me sell my own. And when I first started working, I started working in the clothing industry. Okay. So it just went from there. I did my research, which is a lot of research. I did my research and it was born that way.
So when you say it was a lot of research, like, was you looking up different vendors or different styles? Like, when you say research, what did you dig?
Everything, vendors, styles, like different, do I want to do clothing? Do I want to do shoes? Like, what's the process? How heavy would this be? What's the cost of this? The post office, like, who has good quality, who has, because a lot of people are like, well, you don't sell my size and you don't have like, extra large and things of that nature, but it's very hard. It's hard to get, and it's not that I don't want to cater to my curvy collection because I do have one, but it is very hard. And then the men, they're like, well, you don't have anything for men, but that's hard too because the sizing, like you like sometimes it's trial and error on what you reach out and what you purchase. So it just all depends.
So how did you find like that perfect vendor? Like, are you stuck with one vendor or are you going to different people to find your pieces? Like, how did you pick?
I did my own research, and like I said, it's trial and error. What you're gonna do is you're going to reach out to those vendors, pay your money, and when you get it, is what you see is what you get. So if this vendor is good, you're gonna continue to go with that vendor. If not, you'll say, okay, we're gonna X this vendor off the list.
Okay, because I know like with the hair people, the vendors and stuff like that, you'll keep talking to them and build a relationship. Is it the same with clothes?
Yes.
Or it's like,
yes, because they can also reach out to you on WhatsApp, and they'll just send you like their new collections and things of that nature, and you can go from there.
Okay, so do you have any like pros you can give people or cons?
Pros and cons, there's a lot. I just can't even think of any right now, but what I would say is the pros, I think the pros is just, doing your research and finding a good quality vendor. Okay. The cons I'll say the cons as a whole is, for me, is being consistent. Because I do have a high mandatory job, and it's like, the world is so, reels and tech savvy right now. So like, I need to see it. Like, you have to consistently post, and that is hard for me.
Okay. So like you did just say you have a high like job that you gotta always go to. So when people want clothes like right then and there, how does that work? Like,
so I do have a high demand job, but it is also flexible.
Okay.
So I make it happen. Like in between, like if I have in between lunch or in between visits or in between, whatever, I try to make it happen. It's like a rolling stop, or I get you to come to me.
Okay.
But it is like, you know, my job is, you know,
high demanding.
High demanding and priorities. So
yeah. Okay, so when you like go to different people, like you said, you got a curvy collection, and so do you have men's yet?
I don't have men's yet.
Okay, so with the curvy collection, how do you know, like, okay, you guys, your body type is like this. You don't want to get this outfit because it won't fit your curves like you want it to. Like, have you perfected that to like at least talk to your clients? Like,
so what I do is I use my friends first.
Okay,
I'm like,
be honest with them.
Yes, I can be honest with them, and
okay.
I can see, hey girl, I need you to try this on, you know, for your body type, and see, you know, the curves and you know, different things like that. So I just use my friends first, and then when it goes there, I like to be honest.
Okay.
So if I feel like it doesn't fit right, you know, I just like to be honest. But the brand is also with empowering.
Oh.
So
okay.
yeah, it's not just, you know, a clothing brand. It's also empowering, because what I also did was the names of my clothing. They're like compassion, joy. So I've named my clothes. So when you put that piece of clothing on, I want you to feel that.
Okay.
So I want you to feel that compassion. I want you to feel that joy. I want you to feel noble. I want you to feel those pieces.
That's really good. Okay.
So, you know, I feel like with the pieces, we can make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can make it work.
So like you said, you was naming them. So what made you come up with the names like, oh, I want something more than just clothes when I'm selling clothes? What got you in that route to be like, it has to have meaning?
So the thing is, you always want to find something that sets yourself aside from other people. So since I am a mental health advocate,
okay,
I wanted to find some words that are empowering.
Good.
So when you go on, you know, go through the page as you're reading empowering names, it's not just so sexy this or bossy that, you know, you know, no hate or no shade to people who do that, but I wanted to create mine for me because this is my brand and this is what I want. So yeah, you can feel like a princess. You can feel like, you know, noble. You can feel compassion. Like, I have a ton of names. So just
really good.
Yeah, just feel that.
And do you talk to yourself, like, because you are giving names to clothes, so that means, are you giving yourself affirmations daily? Like,
yes, and you can give yourself affirmations when you put that piece of clothing on as well.
Because have you heard, they're like, when you look good, you feel good.
Yes.
So it all relates to each other when it comes to clothes.
Exactly.
And that's what you came up with?
Exactly. When you look good, you feel good. You feel resilient. You feel powerful. Those are some of the other names of the clothing too. So just, you know.
Yeah, you're doing good with the name, and that's really good. You feel like
Google is my best friend.
Google.
I mean, you know, or if I'm thinking about it one day, oh, you know, I'm feeling posh, or, you know, I just, let me, you know, put that in my notes. My notes is my best friend as well.
Good.
So this can be the name of this. So yeah.
So where do you see your clothes in the next 5 years?
Whew. I will probably be downsizing.
Okay.
I in 5 years, I honestly, I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. Like, and it's not a bad thing.
Right. Because
it's like, I don't know if we're going to be like in New York's Fashion Week.
Okay.
Or I don't know if I'm going to go into like custom pieces only.
Okay.
Or if I'm going to try
custom pieces.
Yeah, custom piece. Like custom, what I mean custom is by my logo only.
Right.
Like not having outside vendors for their clothing, but only the Flourish Kollection.
Right.
That's it. So I'm kind of all over the place right now, but I feel like it'll still be around.
Of course it's still gonna be around. Yes, man. You've been in it for 4 years. You're not going nowhere. You good. That's really good. So when did you like expand though to the curvy? Or did you start off with curvy too? Because I know it's hard.
Well, what I did was I started out, my trial was with swimsuits. Because so I'm like, okay, well, swimsuits, you know, if you're a small, medium, or large. Yeah. As you're getting into it and doing your research, some people are small at the top and an extra large at the bottom. Yeah. Or some people are a medium at the bottom and an extra large at the top. So I wanted to see like how that would work first before I started incorporating clothing and to see how hard it was. But I will be so honest, when I first started with that swimwear business, it was amazing. Really? It was great. So I was motivated. Okay. And I was like, yeah, let me, you know, include clothing. And it was that like my collection after that was good. Like it's been good.
So what kind of swimwear did you start with? Like, is it one pieces, two pieces?
I started with all 1 pieces, 2 pieces, 3 pieces, cover ups.
Okay.
I started with the whole shebang.
And you in Florida, so yeah.
Right.
That's real good. Okay, so I'm still talking about this curvy because a lot of plus size women cry that they don't have cute clothes, but now I see they stepping. Like, they have really changed from some years back to the frumpy outfits. So now they like, oh yeah, I am her.
Yes.
I'm going to put this on.
Yes.
So do you come up with like those little crop top pieces for the curvy and stuff?
So
like,
another thing is I try to talk to, like I said, my friends to see, you know, because like you said, some people like the crop top, some people don't.
Right.
So you have to cater to everybody. And another thing is curvy clothing. I don't want to say it's discriminated, but it costs more.
Yes,
it's more expensive.
It is.
So I don't want it to get to the point where there's like, why is this, you know, $25 and this one $35?
Yeah.
It costs more for us.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that I wanted to put out there.
So have you had any of those like conflicts with anybody? And it's like, why is this price this or that price? Anybody coming to you trying to be snappy?
No, not with prices.
Oh, you're blessed.
No, I haven't. Because my thing is, my price is my price. Either you pay it or you don't, because when we're trying to please everybody,
you want to please yourself.
Yeah, and then at the end of the day, it's like, what's in it for me? Like, you put your blood, sweat, and tears into this, and if you just want, sometimes you have to know that some people just aren't your customers, and that's okay. So that's how I deal with that.
So like you said, the customers will be complaining, but how do you like style them with different pieces? If you like, just say a smaller person, like you said, could have an extra large at the top but a small at the bottom. And you selling sets?
It depends, because some of the sets, most of the sets are sold as one set.
Right. So how do you do that?
So I'm honest, on my website too, it's sold as a set.
Okay.
So if there's like some kind of discrepancy, like you said, with the top and the bottom, if it depends on the amount of inventory that I have, I can try to make some form of some type of adjustment or so for them.
Yeah, that's rough. Oh my God. So do you typically go for like a certain attire, like, you know, business casual or just casual, or you want to dress up, upscale? Like, what's your
So the thing is, we see the Instagram models. It's a lot of see-through. It's a lot of, you know, fitting. So I try to go step out of that. Because like I said, you want to set your side. Yeah, you want to set yourself aside. Yes, so it's like you can still look cute and you can still look, you know,
covered up and cute.
You
can do it.
You can be cute. You can be sexy. You can, you know, have a posh style, like bad girl energy, you know, and you can still cover up, and everything doesn't have to be so tight. Like, you can give looks.
Let them know.
Yeah, my thing is giving looks, giving fashion, because sometimes you want to show your body off, you want to show your curves off, but it's like, oh, she gave a look. Literally. She, like what they say, she ate.
Yes.
So it's like, we're so used to certain things like that, and it's just like, oh, okay, it's the norm.
Not against anybody when I say this, but I do not know how this see-through stuff came into style, where you got your whole booty cheeks out. I'm sorry, it's just not
to each his
like,
own. Like, y'all flourish. That's fine, but you know, the Flourish Kollection got you other girls.
Right?
We got
you could still serve body without even being seen like that. Like, they don't understand. I just be like, where did this come into play? So is there anything you would change about like the process of getting into the clothes?
Yes. What I would change, the thing is, there's no amount of research that you can do until you're actually doing it and like getting your feet dirty and seeing what works and what doesn't work. A main priority would be to get I had my business accounts and things like that, but it's also paying those taxes. It's also registering your business, ensuring that your business is up to date.
Oh,
those things on the back end, you really have to stay up to date with those things, and you have to mark your calendars with those dates. Yeah. Because it can, like I said, if you probably have kids, you're in school, you have another job, you know, you have 2 jobs, like it can really slip to the back of your mind, but it's something that's it's important.
It is.
It's very important.
God. Hitting them deadlines is no joke because them fines will hit you. Okay.
Luckily, I haven't, experienced any fines yet, but it's all about being organized, because I see, some people enter business and they enter, for 1 year or so, and they don't have, the proper documentation. And it's like, I want to be legit. I don't want to do, I'm not trying to do anything under the table. I need everything to be legit, just like the Flourish Kollection. So it's just like, just make sure you do your research, as much research as you possibly can.
Okay, that's good. So is there any other like hobbies that you do besides the clothes? Like, do you match them up with shoes? You got accessories? Is it?
I can, like, on the side, I have helped people like with styling.
Okay.
I'll go to the stores, or I'll set up moon boards and things of that nature, and send it to them. I would one day like to incorporate that, but right now I can't. But that is one of the things that I plan on doing.
In the next 5 years. Like,
yeah.
Okay, good. Because I do want you to, like, show people how you style, because everybody has their own style. Like, you're really speaking who you are when you dress.
Yes. Yes, you are. And a lot of people do ask me and inquire, and it's not only females, it's males as well. And I do find, I love it. Like, I love to do it. Like you said, a hobby. One of my hobbies used to be, because in the malls now is scarce with clothing. I don't, like, there's really there's nothing out there. But it would just be going and putting clothing together. Like, I style my mom. Like, she's like, oh, I have to go here, I have to go there. I style her. So, and whoever else needs it.
That's really good. Okay. Because we is going to do a segment, y'all, where she's showing y'all from her fall collection, from the Flourish Kollection.
Collection with the K. Collection. This is a Flourish Kollection signature one piece. And this is a favorite of everyone. These are my cute chaos pants. These are my cute chaos pants. Cute. I'll just change them. These are the cute chaos pants. We have a couple available. They are so chaotic, but they are a fashion statement, let me tell you. Next, we have our Flourish Kollection joggers. These are great for anything, especially catching flights and taking trips to the airport and your favorite destination. And lastly, we have the cute puffer jacket. This is one of my favorites from any collection that I have. You can pair this with almost anything, and it's lightweight. I actually wore it for my birthday 2 years ago. It's very lightweight. You can get into this Flourish Kollection tag. Thank you. Yes, you can. Yes, oh, my nails are even black and white like this. But yeah. Yes, this is one of my favorite pieces. All of this is found on www.theflourishkollection.com. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show. Can you please let everyone know how they can contact you?
Okay, so my website is www.theflourishkollection.com. You can email me at theflourishkollection@gmail.com. I also have Instagram, The Flourish Kollection. I have Facebook, The Flourish Kollection, and I have Twitter, Flourish Kollection.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Well, I will give you a goodie bag for coming on the show. Thanks so much for coming.
This is so cute. Look at it.
Thank you. Okay, so this is the best part, ma'am, because you ain't even drink nothing the whole time. Go ahead and try your drink and let me know what you think.
I wanted the viewers to see my first impression. Okay. Let's see. This is good. And I like pineapples. So I see the pineapple swirling, doing its thing. I like it.
Oh, thank you.
It's very nice and chill.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you. She gonna start her weekend off real good, you guys. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and please turn those push notifications on. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.